and welcome to the Death Battle Cast.
Billy.
That intro needs to take it easy.
All right.
Who
Look,
made
guys,
that? Who made it?
We've had that intro for years, Sean. What are you talking about?
What's the premise of the show? Like death and battling and stuff or something? That seems like a pretty brutal heavy metal hardcore intro.
I mean, you signed up for this, right? You know that one of us is going to die by the end of this show.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Hope you're ready for that.
I'm sad. I don't want any of you to die. You're my best friends. I don't know Billy very much, though. You can die.
I was gonna say, even Billy, who he met today.
Or at least I know where I stand here.
Well, thank you for your sacrifice, Billy.
You're welcome.
All right. Look, we are in a new time slot. We are live at 3 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. What the hell is up with that? Thank you to everybody who's joining us live. We are still releasing Death Battle Casts on YouTube and podcast networks at normal time on Friday. So don't worry about that if you're watching this after the live show. But we are live on Tuesday. Thank you to everybody who's in the chat. I see some familiar faces from Wednesday and also a couple new ones. So let me just kind of, for the new people, let me give you a quick rundown of what you just tuned into.
You poor
this is the
fools.
Death Battle Cast. We're going to argue about completely meaningless bullshit. And it's going to turn into completely nonsensical farce. But we're all gonna have a good time doing it. It's fine.
It'll matter once I'm done with you, Ben. I'll make it matter.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay. Well,
I got this. Hold on. I'm gonna pick up the baton here. Yeah. So if you've never seen Death Battle, first of all, it's a show where we debate, which we actually determine which character would win in a fight to the death between like Goku and Superman and things like that. And this is our podcast that supports that, where we have a bunch of fun. We hang out. We sometimes talk about the behind the scenes of making the show, and we pick a random matchup where we don't do a ton of research, just a little bit, and then we debate it here with you guys, especially if you're watching live. We love pulling stuff from the chat. So that's why we encourage you, if you're watching on YouTube or the VOD, to come tune in now Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Central so we can hang out with you and you can get your opinions on the show.
Chad,
what's up?
Ask me who would win between Goku and Superman.
No.
Who would win between Goku and
Have you
Superman?
not heard about what he did? All right.
No.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you who would win.
Uh-oh.
Goku would win. Easy.
You don't fucking pander. Don't you pander.
Only an idiot would say that Superman would win. Twice.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. So let's introduce the people real quick, and then we'll get into the other stuff.
I'm Ben, voice of Wiz, joined by Chad, voice of Boomstick.
That's
Hello,
me.
Chad. And we've got Ring, the voice of Ringmaster. It's Billy B. Person, numero trace.
Howdy.
Yep. And we're joined by special guest Shaun Bolen.
I am killer of Attack Legacies. Hello.
Well,
if you guys are like, hey, that's Shaun from Game Attack, you're wrong.
Yeah, real quick
That's
recap.
Shaun from Hang Time.
Who the hell are you, Shaun? Where are you from? Where are you coming from?
I'm a longtime friend of Chad and Ben's. I hate Billy.
I mean, instant hate.
Instant hatred. You're too friendly, too handsome. But I
I've
used
never
to
heard
work
that before.
I used to work with Chad and Ben during the Screw Attack days, back when we all knew it was going to be Death Battle eventually. And I was whenever you would tell Ben and Chad to kill themselves because you didn't like who won Death Battle, that was me you were talking to. So we spun off Game Attack as like a side brand that became its own thing, and just recently I killed Game Attack. Killed it forever. The only lasting legacy. The only lasting legacy of Screw Attack. I killed it and called it Hang Time. We have an amazing staff. We put on huge streams that are bigger than gaming. And so we rebranded recently, and it's a great time to jump in. We're building a new studio out. It's going to be really cool. Doing big streams, road trip streams. We just finished a 131-hour Fallout marathon, which was absolutely psycho. But I hope you come join us on twitch.tv/hangtime. And guess what, Chad? This time I actually have a YouTube channel to push you to, youtube.com/hangtime podcast. I've talked to Bruce Green and Greg Miller and Lauren Sontag and all these awesome guests. And Chad has refused repeatedly to come on.
I have the text message screenshots where I'm like, sure, bud, when? Like,
But
He tried to pull this shit the other day in the chat. So-
But we've rebranded. It's a fresh start. We're having a ton of fun. And if you want to jump in on something, it's a clean slate. And we have a new, fun, inclusive, awesome community. And we want you to come and join us. Chad's in the chat all the time, so you can harass him along with us. We have a notification that automatically triggers sometimes whenever he shows up in the chat that roasts him.
They sure do. He paid money to have someone voice that.
That's amazing.
Yep,
So-
sure is great.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, of course. So real talk, guys. If you guys are watching anything on Twitch, you guys should be watching Hang Time. Like they have so much fun. Also, if you're like, I personally feel like channels that really like include their audience and are constantly conversing with them are like the best channels to watch, and they do that better than like anybody. So go to twitch.tv/hangtime. Go give them a follow. Go check it out. I'll be in the chat all the time, hanging out. So it's always a blast. They do a lot of wild stuff, and I screw with them a lot.
You're
then-
a sweet friend, Chad. I love you.
That's great. Go check them out. Speaking of conversing with people, we have a community death battle to get to, or death battle of the week, or whatever the hell we call this thing. And
I almost peed. Oh. Whatever the hell we call this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And for whatever reason, for the one show that we're doing on a different time to completely like kick off a new time slot, we're confusing things even further by not making it an actual death battle. This is not one character versus another. We are doing Mario Kart versus Crash Team Racing as a battle.
Oh, I totally miss it. I thought we were doing Mario in a Mario Kart versus Crash in a Crash Team Racing kart.
You know, we pitched the idea like last week. We were like, what's the next death battle?
And then no one followed up with it?
Mario Kart versus Crash Team Racing. That's great. And then we just never continued the conversation.
well, we can do both. I mean, how does this work? Do we run a poll first for predictions, then we talk about it later?
This is gonna work. This is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna be arguing for Mario Kart, and Bolen is gonna be repping Crash Team Racing, and it's our job to convince the jury which respective franchise/character should win whatever bullshit.
Let's call it a fight to the death.
All right, let's do it.
Let's talk about. Let's frame it as kart capabilities and weapons.
There you go. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Sense to me.
All right, and then it's up to the jury. It's up to us to convince the jury which of these should win. And the jury consists of 3 seats. That's Chad, that's Billy, and that's you watching live right now in the chat. Yes, you. I see you guys. Marmasa, Field Doc, Mystic Master, Venusaurus. I see you guys. You guys get to vote. There will be a poll up in the chat in just a little bit. You can let us know who you think should win. All right. So, and of course, this is in the courtroom. Everybody can join in. So, Chad and Billy can. You in the chat can. I'm going to be looking at things you want to say. Please support Mario Kart. Thank you
I'm glad
very much.
that nobody pitching a kart racer hates me in the show. That'd be real bad for them. So
Yeah. We've already started off a great start for Mario Kart. This is great. All right, we're gonna kick this off with opening statements. 60 seconds uninterrupted. We get to sort of establish our baseline, Shaun. I'll go ahead and go first with Mario Kart, just to show how it's done.
Okay.
I have not
Oh
prepared
God.
anything, so we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
Mario Kart is going to win. First of all, the games have been around forever, and there are so many great games. Mario Kart 8 is literally going to have over 100 tracks. Fantastic game. But if we are talking about weapon capability, the karts in Mario Kart have so many options, several of which are just impossible for Crash and his little lame cardboard box to avoid. I don't know what Crash drives. I've never played Crash Team Racing. Red shells, oh man, nothing it can do. The lightning from the clouds summoning the power of God Almighty to smite Crash wherever he may be. Fire Flower just burning the whole track, leaving him roasted. Of course, the Starman makes him invincible, and then there is the dreaded blue spiny shell, which always makes at least one appearance in every race, so it's going to be there, like it or not. Crash is done.
Did you make a cool, loud, bassy noise whenever the timer ran out?
Oh yeah, that's the sound effect for the timer.
That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Way to dismiss Ben's entire argument. I love that. You just undermine that whole thing. You're like, hey, you know what? That sound was pretty cool.
This is the kind of quality production value we have here at Death Metal Cast.
That's incredible. Okay, is it my turn to ruin you?
You have 60 seconds.
Okay. Okay, start the timer. Crash Team Racing has an adventure mode. In the timer.
What? No.
I'm just like, if we were talking the games, that's what I would say. I would just okay.
This is how you got a couple extra seconds.
Yeah,
here
exactly.
we
go. Okay. You can start it at 55 if that's even possible. Okay.
No, but you can wait.
I'll wait.
Is this a disqualification? Is that what this counts as?
Oh wait. Okay, so Crash Team Racing has everything that Mario does, but it's grounded in reality, like a time shape-shifting electrical orb that, like the blue shell, will wreck everyone on track down first place, and decimate them. The only difference is it doesn't miss like the blue shell sometimes can. Not to mention Aku as a star substitute. We have karts that do everything that Mario Karts do. You got zero gravity Crash Team Racing karts. They go in outer space without helmets. I know Mario can do that too, but the big difference is if you're gonna be running from something, what would you be scared of getting hit by? A red shell or a missile? An actual missile. That is what Crash is bringing to the table. Not shells, but missiles. Which would you rather get hit by?
Solid argument, I suppose. I guess there is some merit to that.
Yo, you want to get hit by a turtle or a fucking WMD?
yeah. It's like imagine if we got into another Cold War and Russia was going to shoot missiles at us, and USA was like, "We're going to retaliate with turtle shells."
Hey, they're pretty big fucking turtle shells, man. Like they're pretty large. Like they can pack a wallop.
They are like 30% the size of a full golf cart. It would hurt to get hit. It's like, would you rather be bludgeoned or just eviscerated? I guess it would suck to get killed by a turtle shell.
Also, I have to call this out because the chat is now on it as well. Is it Aku, which I always thought, or is it Aku as you said it?
It's what I've called it since I was 6, and anybody else can literally just burn because I'm calling it Aku. It's whatever. If it's Aku, that's fine. I don't know if because Crash 2 is like my like top 5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever heard him called by name officially out loud, like in the Crash game. When
Doesn't
Crash
he say his name all the time?
Maybe.
Am I crazy? Doesn't he like Pokemon it? Go Aku like all the time?
He goes Woogadaba.
Oh, that's okay.
He goes, but Crash calls him, whoa!
Okay. Then
but,
it could be whatever.
It might, Aku, as he's known to Crash. Whoa!
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is Aku, but you know what?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Not today.
What else from childhood have you just like called something and then somebody later told you it was wrong and you're just like,
You know what? Fucking Saria from Ocarina of Time. Everybody, I always called her Saria. Everybody I know calls her Saria. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. yeah.
No, Ben, that's the Canadian pronunciation. That's Soria.
Yeah. You can't argue with nostalgia. Like you can't argue with what you called it in your head. I mean,
I changed my ways because you know how much of a Street Fighter fan I am. But I remember as a child playing Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo, and I thought he said Awugan instead of Hadouken. And so we were like, I just threw in Awugan. Like,
Awugan.
That's what I heard.
Oh, no. I mean, audio quality wasn't quite how it is these days.
Yeah. Oh, and I was on a shit TV. Like, this is like my parents, like I'm talking like you turn this bitch on, you pull a knob, right? Yeah. Like that's what we were playing on.
Do you remember like having the old, I mean, this is gonna age me, but the Zenith that's like
RF adapter?
It's a TV inside of a giant wooden crate for some reason.
Yes.
And the power button, we had a thumbtack with, and we had taken a pencil eraser and pushed it onto the point of the thumbtack, and then super glued the back of the thumbtack on inside of the television to where, because the button or the pull
Had recessed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's how bad it was. But that's
Marvos, is that what it is? I've never put that together.
What's that?
Saria is Saria because an aria is like a piece of music.
This episode is brought to you by the new HBO Max series, Peacemaker. Peacemaker has a new team and a new mission, peace at any cost. The new Max original on HBO Max focuses on the origins of John Cena's vainglorious character from the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker. He's determined to bring peace no matter how many people he has to kill to get it. Seriously, guys, I've been watching the show. It is one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. You absolutely have to go watch it. Do yourself a favor. Go do it. And you can stream new episodes of Peacemaker on HBO Max right now and listen to Podly, the Peacemaker podcast on HBO Max, the HBO Max and DC YouTube channels, and wherever you get your podcasts. Want to rock some sweet Peacemaker merch for your watch party? Head over to shop.dccomics.com for the latest drops. And you can dive deeper into these characters and the world of Peacemaker. DC Universe, Infinite's Peacemaker comics are free to read with registrations. So make sure to catch Peacemaker on HBO Max at hbomax.com/peacemaker and tune into the official podcast, Podly. Go do it. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
That makes so much fucking sense because she gives you the ocarina. Oh
What
my
are you
god,
talking
my
about?
world
There's
is
no
just
music
rocked.
involved in Zelda at all. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people are. Okay, anyway. Mario Kart versus Crash Team Racing.
Okay,
Come
sorry.
on. This is what we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay, I'm back on it.
All right.
back on it. I mean, he had a pretty strong argument, Ben. Shell versus missile.
Okay, I mean, shell versus missile, sure, but like I led with calling lightning from the sky. I think that still beats missile.
Okay, that's true. But who do you want protecting you? Do you want a like voodoo sentient floating mask, protecting you with the power of magic, or do you want to have a fucking balloon? Which sounds like a better defense.
Well, I mean, Mario's got more defenses than a balloon. He's got the Starman. He can be invincible. He can summon a piranha plant to just eat the missile as it shows up.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good point. Also,
okay.
the horn. You got the horn.
He's got the horn. I don't know if the horn would be able to stop a missile, but it can stop the blue shell.
So if we're
You can
talking,
stop anything.
if we're talking defense deterrence,
Okay,
go
Mario
ahead.
can turn into a missile. The bullet bill power up. He just turns into a missile.
I mean, that's a good point.
See, Mario has to cheat to win.
What?
I don't know.
It's too early to go dirty, underhanded tactics, Shaun. It's too early.
Okay, so Mario can turn into a missile. Okay, this is true. That's a big one. Shit. Okay.
Turn into a missile, summon the power of God from on high.
Okay. Here's the thing. Mario
he can turn into a ghost. He could just become invisible and pass through whatever.
Mario can't control the missile, though. Mario can't control Bullet Bill.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. He can't. He doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know what's happening.
We haven't actually seen the missile be used in any occurrence outside of a race, which has one goal, which is to get to the end faster. So theoretically, the bullet would just kind of home in. Either he controls it or the bullet would home in on whatever the objective is, right?
Actually, wait, in Odyssey, doesn't he have that power up also? You can control it, yeah? In one of the recent
Hey,
3D
we're
games.
talking about carts only, Billy. Don't bullshit games out the side. That's cheating.
I mean, it's still Mario. Like, he's got a point. Like, it can sort of be applied here.
Yeah, okay. Crash Bandicoot. Let me think of what's the most ridiculous thing that Mario can turn into? If we're gonna pull that, because if
like in all of his games?
Yeah.
The T-Rex, probably.
Yeah, the T-Rex is pretty cool. I guess Crash has in Crash 4, he has the alien power loader suit that he uses, but I don't know if that could take out a T-Rex. Let's just forget everything we're talking about offense for a second. We need to get back on track.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You're onto something with Mario and defensive capabilities. He's got the ghost, the horn, the piranha plant is really good. So
Starman.
Starman. Crash has a bubble, which he can also shoot. That is like that's a defense. It can take one hit or he can choose to launch it forward. Kind of like holding a green shell behind you. He's got Aku. Thanks, chat. and which is exactly like a star power, makes you go faster. And besides that, he doesn't really have defensive capabilities like Mario does. He can't go invisible, I don't think. He can shoot bombs behind him. If a missile's locking on, he can fire something behind him, like you can shoot a green shell backwards. But Mario does have defense better than Crash does. There's not enough to stop an incoming attack, right? But so you do have that. But
game's at match, it's over.
Yeah, I was like, you're giving him too much. Go. No.
But the most important thing we need to remember is, and this is something that you guys do to get yourself out of death battle arguments all the time.
All right, lay it on us.
Is we're going to feats, okay?
Okay.
And in the wrestling or racing in the racing universe, we're talking feats that can be accomplished with the cart, right?
Okay, sure.
Crash and Mario pretty much on the same page. They can drive in outer space without helmets. They can fly further with zero gravity. They can do the boosts. Even Crash Team Racing in the sequels, before Mario did it, Crash's wheels turned for anti-gravity race tracking in the Crash Bandicoot racing sequels, which kind of sucked, to be honest. But the one thing that the Mario Kart has over Crash is the hang glider. Mario does have a hang glider that can pop out. But when it comes to feats, what does Mario have to do, or any Mario Kart competitor have to do? They only have to beat other mortals, right?
Okay.
Never do they have to beat. See, Crash has to beat a psychotic kangaroo that throws nitro at him, a witch doctor. He's got to, at the end of the game, Crash Bandicoot has to defeat an alien who came to Earth for one reason and one reason only: to race better than everyone else. And he's the best racer. Crash has outraced the greatest racer in the entire galaxy, Oxide, right? Who has Mario beaten in Mario Kart? Nobody but equal peers. That is it.
Well,
I mean, Rosalina's pretty crazy.
I was gonna say Rosalina technically is an immortal deity or / embodiment of all stars in the universe or something.
But she don't race like one. She don't race like one. She raced like everybody else.
I mean, as far as we know, she could be doing something behind the scenes that we don't see.
She could be holding back, just to be fair,
Yeah, sure. Okay. But I mean, there is technically a god on the track.
But even
Mario Kart.
Poobatron says Crash has that time slow bomb thing.
He does have a time slow bomb thing. Okay. I mean, time slow, that's a good manipulation. Who said that in the chat? 2 gold stars for you. Free gifted sub to Hang Time.
That would be
that was Poopatron.
Poopatron, you got it.
Patron. Write that down.
But the time slow is really good. The Crash version of the time slow is the equivalent of a lightning strike. Like, oh God, something's happening to me. Oh, I'm flattened because somebody ran me over. So I guess you could also weigh that kind of missile versus shell, or time manipulation versus lightning strikes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the whole feats thing. There's Crash has to save the galaxy when he races. Mario just needs to win a stupid trophy. and when the stakes are there, Crash has to go through an entire adventure mode multiple times to save the world with the power of relics and trophies and CTR coins. And even Mario, like, there's no campaign. It's just, I'm trying to win first place. That's all I really care about. And I think that's why Mario's tactics aren't considered lethal. Even the bullet bill, all it does is hurt people. You know what I mean?
You know what?
I mean, is it non-lethal, or are they just so tough that they are capable of surviving things that would be lethal to normal people?
Look, I think that's pretty
because good. Mario in the games, if we are expanding it beyond that, which I don't know if we should, but Mario in the games is supremely superhuman. We've talked about this in a Death Battle episode. Able to kick like buildings effortlessly into space, essentially. So he's incredibly powerful, and a missile to like Mario from the games is not going to do much.
This is true.
So, but taking it, down to just the kart racer, sure, he hasn't gone on some big adventure with the kart racing, but that's just because he solved all of his problems beforehand. He's just that efficient.
This is vacation. You see,
Yeah.
but even then, that raises the question of who would win in a fight if the stakes are higher for one than the other. If this is a vacation to Mario, and Crash has done it to save the world, what is as death battle experts. So you call yourself.
What is that? What does that mean?
Would you have you guys ever
Is he supposed to be on this show? What's he doing?
Yeah. Well, honestly, it wasn't even like he wasn't like as like matchup or versus experts. He says as death battle experts. Who the fuck else is gonna be a death battle expert, Shaun?
I don't.
We made the damn show.
I mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, the millions of viewers who yell at you on YouTube are a little bit better at you than all the research that you do, apparently.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of people who watch that don't yell at us. These people in the chat, they're great. Come on.
I know.
Also,
I'm just giving a hard time.
Well, you made me think of something, and I'm like, you know, talking about like is Mario stuff non-lethal or like what's going on, and it is very much in the vein of just like Mario on vacation, like say like Mario Party and stuff like that. But it's like when you think about it, and you're like, I get it if you're just racing against your friends, but also like your fucking mortal enemy is on the track. You ever think Mario was tempted to be like, what if instead I like made this like get something lethal? Yeah. Like if I like put a bomb inside of this shell and then now I'm gonna like throw it at him. Well, I guess they survive bombs too.
Well, instead of a green shell, he sees Bowser and he's like, I got a Browning high power.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it just caps him. I don't know. Is that a fact? Is motivation? That's a genuine question as a fan. Like, do you factor in motivation?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, the character themselves and their personality has to be included. Obviously, for death battles, we take out the like if any resistance to killing, because that would kind of be unfair. But everything else sticks around, right?
Yeah.
So what is Mario doing racing with Bowser, Dry Bowser, PD Piranha, King Boo, and just chilling with them?
Exactly.
Is it because Mario in his kart is so unbelievably powerful?
Oh my God.
None of his greatest enemies could possibly hope to stand up to him.
Death means nothing to me.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a low blow for this argument, Ben, and you know it.
Yeah. Hey, also, Poopatron really wants to have your back, Shaun. He also wants to remind you of the red potion that messes up other people's item usage.
That is true. So that's like the Boo, but the red potion doesn't make you invisible like the Boo does. I am passionate about Crash winning, but I will be fair. The Boo does make you invisible, Poopatron, so just keep that in mind.
But what he's saying is you could if he got the red potion off, it messes up their item use, right? So tell me how it works. It's been forever since I played Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, so basically I think it just kind of re-rolls their item.
So it doesn't steal an item, it just re-rolls it.
I think so. Poopatron's gonna have to remind me in the chat. It's been weeks since I played Crash Team Racing. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
2 weeks.
It's been weeks. Okay,
Shaun's memory is only dedicated to 2 weeks. Everything past that is just like.
I mean, he just did 100-something hour marathon, so I'll give him
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But I mean, on the same side of that coin, Ben, Crash is in the same boat. He is racing his most mortal enemies, you know. But again, he's racing for one reason: to save the world. Because Oxide says, if you beat me, I'll leave. If I beat all the best racers here in go-karts, I will destroy the world if you don't beat me. So Crash, even on Ben's argument, Crash is not only racing his mortal enemies and people he's beat the shit out of in past games, he's also, under all that stress and duress, he is also still fighting to beat nitrous oxide.
But in that case, is everybody essentially trying to beat what's his name, the final boss? Or are they actually competing against each other because they all have their own goal?
I guess you are right, because you could choose anyone you wanted to in the adventure mode. So you could play as like,
don't concede. Just say no. Shut up, Ben.
No. Okay.
So
it's Crash.
But we're not even talking about. We're talking Crash specifically versus Mario, right? So I can't even throw out like cortex.
Whatever, man.
Okay, you got it.
Pick whoever.
Okay, let's just focus on Kart capabilities. Okay,
Sure.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna say. Well, give me the weaponry. Let's hear it.
Besides that, I don't know. The hang glider really throws me off, but I don't know.
Well, Mario can't just like pop the hang glider out and start flying. Like he has to like
just a straight
launch
line,
off of
basically.
something, right?
Mhm.
So like that's only
It's
gonna
not
help
like
him in
true
certain
flight, it's just
situations.
gliding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like besides missiles and the bubble and the time slow, like what other things does Crash Team Racing have? Like
The missiles. He does have the orb. That is a sure bet where unless the first place has an invincibility, the Crash orb will guaranteed hit, right? So that's something that should probably be weighed, right? The blue shell can miss. I've seen the blue shell miss. Other people have seen the blue shell miss, I'm sure. Of course, in Mario, you can also have a star, and blue shell doesn't, right? The blue shell doesn't mess you up if you have a star in Mario, correct?
There are ways to counter the blue shell. The blue shell doesn't just automatically like miss on its own accord.
Gotcha.
You either have to boost out of it, you have to use a star, or a horn to stop it.
hey, but here's the
pretty
thing
much
about the
only way to
blue
stop
shell.
it.
It's really easy to have mutually assured destruction, and that is that it's always going to go after the person in first place, and it has a huge explosion radius. So all you have to do is, if you're in first place, slam on the brakes and park yourself right next to Mario, and then he's going to get hit by it as well.
Yeah, I think that's the same with the power orb that chases you. But the power orb will hit. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed hit on every single person in between you and first place as well. And then unless they have some kind of defense, it's gonna hit. So if you want to weigh, I think that Crash's guaranteed first place destroyer is a better weapon than the blue shell is.
Okay.
So I will say that. But the missiles, again, they're essentially the same thing. They make you crash, but a missile is more powerful than a shell in a real life application. But that's kind of what I got.
All right.
It is
All
a
right.
tough one.
Yeah. And now for a quick word from our sponsor, Blue Chew. Feeling confident can take you far in life, especially when it's time to step up to the plate. And that's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but as a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And it's all done online, so no doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no going to the pharmacy. Blue Chew has been a supporter of Death Battle for a long time now, and it's awesome that they are supporting the podcast as well. So, if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for you. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code DBC at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code DBC to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Let's get back to it. Just between us, if you had to pick a Mario Kart game or Crash Team game right now, which one would you go for?
I would choose Crash.
Yeah.
It's easy. Adventure mode.
That's dirty, Ben, because he knows I'm going to easily say Mario Kart.
Oh wow.
Mario Kart's gonna beat it at all times. It's fine. It's fine. Mario Kart's so much better. Says the guy who has never played Crash Team Racing.
Curveball, Diddy Kong Racing, come at me.
Yeah.
No! Yeah,
And that's the thing. Crash is
four-way fighter of
Yeah,
Diddy Kong Racing and Sonic Team All Stars or whatever it's called. Let's do it.
Sonic Team
Oh my God,
All-Stars
the Sonic
transformed.
Yeah.
Crash takes so much from Diddy Kong, like it's almost identical. The tokens that you have to collect and win first place, the time trials.
Okay, interesting.
Like
Gotcha.
Crash has that adventure mode that Diddy Kong has, right?
Yeah, but Diddy Kong can fight you on land, air, and sea. Y'all
All
are
right.
stuck to a track. All right, I'm just saying.
No, I don't think if anybody does try to argue with you that Diddy Kong Racing, it does not deserve to be a contender for this, then like
Diddy Kong Racing wins, right? If we were to throw it in here. It
Oh,
just
yeah,
wins
absolutely.
I
regardless.
think, yeah.
It's got
I think
missiles.
so.
It's got all sorts of shit.
We could all
yeah.
agree that, like, whether it's in combat or just for the game in general, we'd all
Yeah.
prefer Diddy Kong Racing.
I think I really would.
And that's why I win. We've solved it. That was good.
Surprise.
The best part about Diddy Kong Racing is the fact that when you're in the hovercraft and you turn, you see their little arms do
Oh,
this
yeah,
with the
that's
little
right.
handles.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be obsessed with that as a kid. I'd just be like, oh my god, I'd play as the turtle tip tup. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
that turtle's from.
You know who I played. Sorry.
Who'd you play as?
Yes, come on, Sean.
Let me think.
There is a character in that game that it was like the
It's-
only time you got to see that character until he got his own game.
Oro.
Oro from
You want-
Street
I-
Fighter.
hey, You want me to go against you?
No.
Conquer? What are you
Yeah, I know.
kidding me? Of course I'm going to
Conquer's-
play Conquer.
Yeah, Conker's character model is awesome in that too, because he's got like the blue shirt, I think, and
It's
like
'cause
the
he was-
red
Yeah,
fur. He's very colorful.
it's because he was modeled after Pocket Tails, because he was originally a super cutesy, like, fun squirrel, and then for some reason they gave it to Chris Savor, and he was just like, I have an idea for Conquer. All right, so the game starts out, he's fucking wasted. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I would, if there is a board meeting I would love to be on, it would have been the pitch and the green lighting of Conker's Bad Fur Day, because he took this happy, cutesy, bright-eyed squirrel and made him into an alcoholic that was just pissing on things, and nothing turns out great for him, and he's trying to get laid. It's wild.
Just to witness what kind of pushback it got and what that guy said to win.
How do you sell that to the
Right,
company
I
who
wanted,
made
yeah, exactly. Like,
Donkey
how did that
Kong
get off the ground for
64?
Nintendo? There were so many warnings on that box.
Oh,
Where is it,
he
Chad?
look.
We
Where?
have it here.
Go get it, Chad. Go get it.
Hold on, I have it
Go
somewhere.
find it.
Yeah.
I just saw Diddy Kong Racing. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Go get it.
It's got to be close by, right? C
Hold on.
and D.
I'm trying to, I don't know where I put. Oh, there it is. It's way up top. Hold on, give me a moment.
It's like the honored
hanging above
spot
him.
up higher.
Yeah,
than
look at this
everything
fucking
else.
pristine ass Diddy Kong Racing box. This was my childhood box that somehow managed to be preserved. Yeah, how about that?
That's
What was
awesome.
the cat's name? Little
I think
tiger.
I threw away all my boxes when I was a kid. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that shit.
Dude, it's
I threw
really
it.
high. All right,
It's
hold
okay.
on.
I know you can't reach it.
Shut up.
Oh, shut up.
It's gonna
Careful,
do it anyway.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
Careful, Chad. Don't go.
The whole camera's going down.
Maybe
Yeah.
try. I don't know about this. Okay.
Oh, God, no. He just
Are you okay?
cracks it.
Everything okay?
Chad, are you okay?
Everything good?
Hang on.
Everything all right?
Anyway, so here's Conquer.
Nice.
Oh, it's got some dust on the top. That's great.
So
Look
for
at
our audio listeners,
Chad has just jumped up off a shelf and grabbed
this. Yeah,
the
Chad
box.
just performed an amazing feat of superhuman ability.
Look at this acrobatics.
all over this shit, man. Advisory: this game is not for anyone under age 17. Advisory: this game is not for anyone under age 17.
Yeah.
And then
Might as
right
well-
on the back, mature 17, strong language, mature sexual themes, animated violence. I've derailed this entire conversation, but Conquer
It's
rocks.
okay. Conquer's cool.
That's how this works. That's how this works. All right. I think we can move on. Let us know who you think should win between Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing in the poll. It's in the chat right now if you're watching live. If you're watching this on mobile, you can use #1 to vote for Mario Kart or #2 to vote for Crash Team Racing. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Death Battle Cast. We are live on Tuesdays now. We used to be Wednesdays. Now we're Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Central Time. Glad to have you. We will get to the winner of the Community Death Battle in just a bit, but right now it's time to talk about what is going on. Well, first of all, what's up with you, Shaun? What's hang time up to? What should people be expecting from you guys coming up?
So we just did a 131-hour marathon. Like I said, that is, we played Fallout games for 131 hours straight. We started on Monday, and if you don't know, Hang Time is 100% like community supported. We are a small brand, and we're funded because our audience pays us. We do not have the kind of viewership that just makes instant like YouTube ad revenue to be funded, right? So what we do is we usually stream for time, and the more support we get every single day, the longer we stream. And we do this thing kind of biannually at this point called As Long As You Want It Streams. I've got this little thing I've been twisting. I fidget with it so I don't pick at my fingers or nails and stuff while I stream. But basically, we take that time and we discount it majorly, and we say, hey, we'll play this until you're done watching it. So we started on Monday, and we played for 131 hours. We beat we played through all of Fallout New Vegas, all of Fallout 3, and then a large majority of Fallout 4. And we took it in shifts, right? We didn't hurt ourselves, but you know, I think I worked 6 18-hour days in a row. You know, Grayson had to flip his sleep schedule because he took like the night slot, and it was an awesome stream. We were really hoping that it would be successful because we're saving for a new studio. I'm building a 3,000 square foot studio with like 3/4 of an acre of land because we want to do bigger and better streams. We've done streams where we've road tripped around the country. We've done stream, like I said, where we've streamed for 131 hours straight. We do bigger productions, like we did an IKEA building stream where we're building IKEA furniture. And
that is one of my absolute favorites, which is it's IKEA Hell, and they're trying to dress it. Well, first of all, you're dressed as the Tool Time characters, and then they're trying to build something from IKEA, but when certain donations come in, they have to do certain things to mess up their build. Like my favorite one being smash the shit out of whatever you just put together with a hammer. It's very entertaining.
Yep. And we always have 2 hosts on for the most part because we really want to read chat the whole time while we're live. And that's what Chad was talking about interaction wise, is we always have somebody to talk with the chat. We're extremely dedicated to make sure that everyone gets seen on our channel. And
hey, Shaun, Kirby Dance in the chat says, I was there for all of it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
The Fallout Marathon.
I'm glad you were there. Thank you, Kirby Dance. But yeah, I think with the new studio, we're looking to make stuff that is, as much as possible, not just us sitting and playing video games. We rebranded Hang Time kind of around the idea that this is going to be a cool spot for you to come hang out online and watch us play games or build a motorcycle or do a camp out stream or a lumberjack challenge, you know, outside, since we'll have all this cool space to stream in.
You want to tell about my favorite feature of your new office that you'll be building?
What's that?
The drywall area.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna have this thing. We're gonna call it the hype wall, and if we get like a huge donation, I have had our contractors leave a blank space in one of our main office walls so we can run through it. I said, hey, I need no electrical, no studs, you know, this wide, because we need a wall we can run through when we get a huge amount of support. Because there is an actual wall built in our office. It's just blank drywall, and every time we get a big donation, we will run through it, and it's made in a way to where it's as simple as us just putting up a new drywall panel. Yeah, that's like tailored features, and a lot of the hangar is like it's made to where we'll have like a battle station where we can do multiplayer games. We're gonna have a set where we can sit and like next to each other in game, and then we'll have a full kitchen and the outdoor area. So hypothetically, on Hang Time, you could watch a stream where we play Apex together, then go over and play the new God of War together on the couch, go eat lunch, go back and stream some more, and then go outside and have a beer while we're around our fire pit outside without ever cutting the stream and without any large set flips. It should just be as simple as cutting the camera. And it's going to be Hang Time's vision. My vision for Hang Time is IRL streamers who play a lot of video games, not just, you know, we're playing this today. I want you to feel like you are in the space with us when we're playing ping pong, saying, hey, let's play a game of basketball real quick, because we can get up and just do it in the space. And again, I've just had the construction pushed for weeks and weeks and months, and now I'm just kind of holding out and waiting to get in there.
Are you planning to have a closet just filled with sheets of drywall?
I mean,
is that the plan?
we will have we do have like a storage hallway, but yes, it is like we will have like a little hall alley that we're kind of building, and there will just be stacks and stacks of as thin as is safe drywall.
I was about to say, dude, as somebody who's gone through drywall before for a skit, like, you better have goggles ready, and like, you gotta have a dedicated shop vac to that area, dude, because that shit explodes.
Yeah,
and it'll cut you.
Yeah.
It'll cut you.
But I want to have like I want to have like a neon marquee that's like hype wall,
Well,
right?
yeah.
And so it'll be framed like in like a black trim, so you know where you're running.
It's like a drunk stream and somebody does not hit the hype ball. Like Billy.
Yeah. Just imagine. So the way it'll work is they'll go like the hype wall. We have like a big open, like 2,000 square foot area that's like this like studio space, right? There's also the admin area that's like a traditional office. So how it'll work is they'll go into the office and they'll crash through into studio space, right?
Stream, yeah.
Could you just imagine just waiting for them to come through and you just hear this loud thud, but they don't come through?
So if you do need some sort of safety material to like cover your body, just find a Kool-Aid outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure there's a Kool-Aid Man outfit that would work great for this.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So definitely go check out Hang Time on Twitch and Hang Time Podcast on YouTube. They're amazing, and it's going to be so cool to see this studio come to life. It's already really cool to watch. I did want to, before we get to the community death battle, kind of touch on something that just came out, which is the Doctor Strange trailer.
You look so good.
We love talking about weird shit on this show, and Sam Raimi's directing, and it looks weird as shit. But there is one element of it that I thought might be fun to theorize what it could be. And we don't have a whole lot of time to cover this, but I know Billy had some thoughts, and I have some thoughts on this. It is rumored, at least, and potentially confirmed, that the Illuminati is showing up.
Dude, if all I want is Charles Xavier.
Well, he's there.
All it
I
took was
think.
a bunch of chairs and a voiceover that sounds like him. Maybe.
Yes. So, Billy, what is the Illuminati?
So the Illuminati,
Like real world Illuminati? No.
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 They're everywhere. They're watching me, man, and I don't want to go into it right now. But the Marvel Illuminati, it's a secret cabal of some of the most powerful heroes on Earth, originally consisting of Black Bolt of the Inhumans, Professor Xavier of the X-Men, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four, Namor, King of Atlantis, Iron Man, professional douchebag, and, of course, Doctor Strange.
Hey, gamers. I used to smoke cigarettes. I don't know if you knew that. For like a decade. And then I was like, damn, I should quit. And you know what? It's wicked hard, y'all. Like, it's so hard to quit smoking. And it took a long time to stick for me. I had to do a lot of things. I had to try multiple times. And one of the things that was worse was not having this, like, hand-to-mouth habit. But that's where today's sponsor, FUM, comes into play. FUM is a natural inhaler designed for better, safer, and natural way to quit cigarettes. It's a no-smoke, no vape, no nicotine replacement for that hand-mouth habit of smoking. And FUM is made of 100% Canadian maple and uses cores infused with plant oils that are studied to curb cravings. So that's awesome. They've got flavors like peppermint conqueror with its minty notes to simulate a menthol cigarette, or flavors like lemon berry bliss for, a sweeter experience. Plus, their flavors are 100% natural, so you're not putting any weird stuff in your body, right? We know, quitting's tough, but FUM can help. It really can, and they've got thousands of 5-star reviews from smokers who have tried everything else, and this is work for them. So, whether you're a smoker, an ex-smoker, struggling with cravings, FUM is the perfect tool. If you head to breathefum.com/cast and use promo code CAST, C-A-S-T, you'll get 10% off your order. That's awesome, and you'll save on the cigarettes you aren't buying anymore. Plus, on your first purchase with FUM, that's 10% off your order with the code CAST. Just head to breathefum, that's breathefum.com/cast, and use the code CAST to get that 10% off, and try to quit smoking, because let me tell you, it's pretty great when you actually do it, so give it a go.
So all the big brain leaders.
Yeah, all the big brains who got together and decided, hey, you know what? We're tired of having the Earth attacked. I think the Kree-Skrull War had just finished in the timeline of the comic that they were introduced in. So they're like, we're going to get together and secretly shape the Earth and make sure that things like this don't happen and that we can interfere in them before they do to stop threats proactively. And they had pretty mixed success on that result. Results such as like sending Hulk off into space and leading to Planet Hulk and World War Hulk, which, not the best for them.
Kirby Dan says, it's Avengers, just secret.
Yeah, just don't talk about it.
Super secret. So we've gotten a tease that they might be showing up. There are 6 chairs that we can see, and 2 people are sitting in them. We can go ahead and bring that image up, Brian. I think the one that I shared with you.
Yeah. So I like, dude. Anytime they can tie in X-Men to
Oh yeah, dude.
the
That's,
MCU,
yeah.
I'm all about it.
Do you have a theory on who is on those chairs, Billy? Or who's gonna be?
To me,
I
this
also want
feels
Reed Richards, but
yeah, I would. I mean, Reed Richards would be awesome. I feel like it'd be too much. But this does feel like the play to finally get Fox things starting to show up in the current Marvel universe. And some people have been saying, like, Professor X seems like a no-brainer unless they're playing some kind of weird 5D chess here. Captain Britain, which is Captain Carter from who was in the What If series, that would make a lot of sense in terms of Captain Britain tends to protect alternate realities, and it'd be a nice way to bring her back in. I've seen Monica Rambeau thrown out there because of dealing with Wanda, who's big in this film. And Mordo has been pitched around, who's obviously in the trailer.
He's in that image.
Yeah.
Like,
so
he's definitely the one that's standing up.
So
He's got
likely
to, like, stick
a member
on
of
the
that group. To me, to fill out that group, I think Namor would make some sense as somebody they could show and not really have to go into, because it'd just be some weird fucking guy with pointy ears sitting there.
The bitch in Widow's Peak.
Yeah, I would love, but don't really expect it, an alternate Tony Stark of some sort would be kind of neat. We see some stuff implying Ultrons and stuff in the trailer. Not that that's Tony Stark traditionally, but here in the film franchise, yes. And to me, I think the number one final person in that group would be the Forbush Man. I think that's
what?
Yeah, Brian, can you roll that image for me?
The what?
The Forbush Man.
Oh.
Marvel's greatest hero.
What are you saying?
No, not him. I think Deadpool would make a lot of sense.
No. What's his name? I'm not picking it up.
Forbush.
The what?
Forbush. Forbush.
Forbush Man. Okay. I don't know this character.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, apparently people are seeing Deadpool in the poster. I tried looking at the image that they were talking about. I think it's a stretch.
To me, if he's there in the film, he would not be a member of that group, most likely. Like, he seems like he'd be
I don't know.
the party. If he's
I have a theory. I have a theory that I think if Mr. Fantastic is showing up, it's definitely the Ewan Griffith one from the original films. They're not going to introduce a brand new
absolutely not.
Mr. Fantastic this way. Same thing with Xavier.
You mean without her doing they wouldn't do this before relaunching Fantastic Four and
we know there is going to be a Fantastic Four movie. So it would, I don't know, maybe there's some crazy plan that I just can't think of, but I don't see it happening. I predict we're not going to see the full Illuminati. I think we're only going to see a couple of them. I think it's going to be implied that there's an Iron Man, but we're not going to actually see him. I think we will see Xavier, Captain Carter, because she's on the poster, and Doctor Strange. Another Doctor Strange.
It'd be a great way to wrap the
prediction.
film as well, is like approaching, the stairs for those seats,
or like another one, like an Iron Man or something shows up.
Yeah,
this will be the new Infinity Stones. Like throughout the next couple phases, one of these people will show up, and everybody's gonna be like, "Is he on the Illuminati? He could be. Maybe
he's behind chair number 4."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next thing. Because they need something, right, to like push through. And also, I'm very curious how they're gonna incorporate all the Disney Plus shows now, because apparently they are, which is weird to me, but we'll see.
It's just like you need those beads, right? Especially if they want a repeat of their success with Gen 1. Like, they're gonna need to start building hype. And I don't know, as like a casual Marvel viewer, like it's hard. It's hard to obviously Spider-Man's gonna lead the B team, right? But it's hard. But I think the way they use Doctor Strange as a portal, no pun intended, to they're gonna go to the Doctor Strange movie to see, I feel like, to see who the hell's gonna show up, not because they just love Doctor Strange so much, if that makes any sense. It's just like the trailer looks so interesting, and
here's what it is. Doctor Strange is always involved in like titanically important events. So you're like, you have to go see the Doctor Strange movie to see what kind of crazy shit's now going down. Like, for example, Schumer Gorath, what the fuck? I never thought they'd do that. Like, the second I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. They're gonna do Schumer.
We do have to move on, but I will say, unfortunately, Chad, it is not Schumer Gorath.
What? Nuh-uh.
It is Gargantos. Because Schumer Gorath is owned by Netflix.
Are you
this
serious?
is legit. This is legit.
That's straight Shumagorath. You don't.
It totally is. They just renamed him
just go
Gargantos,
an alias.
which is a Namor villain that nobody knows about. But Shumagorath is technically a Conan character, a Conan the Barbarian character. And Netflix owns the film rights to Conan the Barbarian, so they can't use him. But they're going to anyway.
That's
It's basically
hilarious.
what they're doing. All right, it is time to find out who is going to win this week's community death battle. All right, let's try to get through this kind of quick.
I got you.
We have some answers from you guys on Twitter. Let's go ahead and bring one of those up.
All right, this comes from C Richie 21. The Mario Karts have the power to hang glide, drive underwater, and drive on walls using magnetic energy. The Crash Karts can't do none of that. They're just normal karts. Ooh, not true.
They
Not
can't. I
really
don't
true.
know if Crash Karts can go underwater though. He might have got me with that one. That is true. The
Some
go
people were
underwater
saying that
thing.
in the chat, and I felt like that might not be right because I thought you had said something about that, but maybe not. So
You
good
do
call,
have
chat.
Crash does have the magnetic wheels and did before Mario did, unless he did it in DS or Game Boy games, and I never knew that. But I don't think Crash can go underwater. That is true.
Drag him underwater and
Yeah.
drown him. All right, let's get the other answer up for Crash Team Racing.
All right, this one comes from Stock Junction. I feel like the main reason why I like Crash Team Racing more than Mario Kart is the boosting system leading to consistent speed. Mario Kart is go fast, then slow, then fast, then slow. Crash Team Racing makes you go as fast as Movie Sonic all the way through without any accidental hiccups. We didn't even talk about how fast the karts are.
Okay, that is true. And Crash does have an indefinite. Anytime you power slide, you can boost ×3. It does have. Oh God, I'm
Same
such
with
a-
Mario, though.
I'm so shitty. Yeah, but you can't trigger. You manually
It's easier
trigger
to
the
trigger
boost.
in Crash.
Well, it's easier to do in Mario because on Mario you just have to hold it. In Crash, you have to manually trigger it at the right times to boost.
So there's a higher skill level involved in racing a
skill
Crash
level.
kart than a Mario Kart, is what
That
you're
is
saying.
Yes.
More opportunity.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
I will say that, but I forgot,
All right.
and now it's too late.
Well, now it's there. Now it's there. I don't know. The vote is still technically up, so go ahead and get your votes in the
I think
chat.
Brian already ended it. Or no,
Wrap
is it
this
still
up.
up?
I mean, I see it right now. Maybe
Oh,
not.
okay, cool. No, you're good then. We're good.
Yeah, go ahead and wrap those up because Brian will end it any second now.
Hashtag 1 for
Mario. Hashtag 2 for Crash.
if you're on mobile.
All right. So first things first, we are going to see what you guys had to say on Twitter on the Twitter poll, and then we'll get to our votes. Let's go ahead and bring up the Twitter poll.
I was going to say Mario Kart. Yeah, of course.
It is
Look at
Mario
that.
Kart. 70% to 30% Mario Kart.
Perfect.
But we still have 3 more votes left. Chad, what are you voting for?
Oh, we don't have time for me to drag this out, so I'm just going to say that I'm going to do Shaun a solid / so I can hold it over him later, and I'm going to say Crash Team Racing.
Okay.
Chad, thank you for doing a favor for me for once in your life.
Wow.
Yeah, never
For the first
I've never
time
helped
ever.
Shaun in a damn thing.
No, Chad's never given me any help ever, and it's great to see it happen for the first time. Really appreciate that.
All you had to do was come on a Death Metal Cast, man. All right, so we got 1 vote for Mario Kart, 1 vote for Crash. Billy, what are you voting for?
It feels like Mario Kart takes the edge most of the time here. I feel like as a kart racing, they're going to take it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's-
okay.
Billy,
That's
you're
2 for Mario.
godless Jezebel.
I mean, you
keep it going.
opened the show, Sean, by saying Billy could
Billy
die.
could
I don't care
die.
about him. No wonder he's not going to vote for you.
Billy's really sweet. I should have led with
Billy's
that, but now
great.
it's too late.
All right, so we got 2 votes for Mario Kart, 1 vote for Crash Team Racing. It comes down to you guys in the chat. Let's go ahead and see what you had to say, which one you voted for, Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing. Here comes the poll.
I don't remember. Oh.
Oh, Mario Kart at 69%. Nice.
If I-
Oh, God.
Do you
He's got so much edge just by virtue of the brand recognition on this.
exactly? Do you?
Well, no, don't use that.
yes, Brent. Do you? Think
My argument was just that good.
Yeah, hang on. Let's listen to Shaun.
if I called the audience classless, do you think they'd get mad at me?
Well, I mean, at this point, you're already burning. No, actually, hey, don't do this.
I'm just playing.
Which are there? I think a lot of people, you pique their interest for hang time, and like, you need to understand, Shaun will say
Yeah,
terrible things to you and not actually mean it.
No, I'm just playing.
No.
It's hard because I think I probably helped sell them on Mario Kart because it is like Mario's got the glider. He can drive underwater. He's
You did help my side quite a bit. Thank you very much, Shaun.
yeah.
That's
I have
true.
to be. I have to be actually fair for the first time in Death Battle.
You piece of shit.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay,
what is this guy doing on this show? Who agreed to this?
No, I like Chad's in our chat all the time, and I give him so much shit.
He really does.
But no, anybody that's taking me seriously when I'm criticizing these guys, just know that I watch these guys work 40, 50, 60, 100-hour. Where's Ben? Oh, he stayed up till 7 o'clock in the morning working on Death Battle. I say it all in jest. These guys are incredible researchers, and I've listened to them argue before internally because they really are passionate about giving you actual results that they really do care about. So I just want to put at least one disclaimer up here that I'm really just giving you guys a hard time because I really do love you guys, and I think you guys work really hard. But
What do you,
Thanks.
man?
We love you too. And,
Yeah.
and definitely go check out Hang Time on Twitch and Hang Time Podcast on YouTube and see all the crazy shenanigans these guys are getting into.
Yeah.
That one right there, youtube.com/Hang
Listen.
Time Podcast.
Achievement Hunter's coming up next. You guys stick around and watch it. What I want you to do is I want you to open up another tab and then go to you can either go to youtube.com/Hangtime Podcast, give them a sub, or head to twitch.tv/Hangtime and give them a follow so that after Achievement Hunter and our programming is wrapped, you can go check that stuff out.
Yes. Yes, and also, I know some people are begging for some season 9 news. We don't have anything to show just yet, but I can say that Billy has stepped up as a director for what I believe is going to be our very first episode. And I'm so excited to share it with you guys when we finally get to it. It's going to be great.
On that? Oh, God. It's awesome. I got to go.
Yeah.
Congrats,
we got like a
Billy.
month,
That's
man.
really cool.
Yeah.
And Billy's out to work on that. So, all right, we can wrap it up here. As always, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, be awesome. Thanks for joining us, Bolen. It's great to have you. We'll see y'all next week.
Also, Achievement Hunter's not next. I forgot we're at a new time.
Achievement Hunter technically is next for Let's Play. It's not live though. It's just their play thing.
Also,
see it.
since we didn't wrap, I'll gift y'all a sub if you say you came from Death Battle Cast if we're live. So come do it.
There you go.
All right, later, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye, yo.